Hello everyone and welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James and today we got a little video here on one of the newest helicopters in Motion RC's lineup. This is from Rotorscale. This is the 180 size gyro stabilized EC-135. Now Wesley already did some videos on this. He did a video where he just flew it around in its stability setting, and then another video where he flipped it inverted, took it out of manual. I had gotten one myself and I wanted to just experiment with it as well. So I took it over to the local park on a day we went out to the lake with a boat. I grabbed this as well, and man, I am super impressed with this model. This model is absolutely gorgeous in flight. It has a couple of great features as far as the optical flow mode, they call it, where it's gyro stabilized. This thing is locked in and dialed. It's not GPS stabilized, just gyro stabilized, but it holds its position really well. It's nice and easy to fly in that mode for a beginner, and then you can unlock it into a manual mode and you could fly it around more advanced. But what I love about it is that 180 size really is special compared to some of the smaller ones. Like 100 size feel a little, too small sometimes. They can get harder to see, a little out of control. The wind blows them around a little bit too much. Whereas this 180 size, I think, is a perfect size for most helicopters if you're looking for something small that you could fly around your yard, your front yard, a local field, a local park, and not be too big and imposing. So what we're going to do in this video real quick, I'm just going to show you what comes out of the box and then talk a little bit about my flight experience with it, and then we're going to wrap up this video. So taking it out of the box, only thing I took it for a flight and I just put it right back in here. Best thing about this box is it's a great carrying case for your helicopter. Everything fits in there perfectly and there's no assembly required. All you're going to need to do is provide a couple of batteries for your transmitter, and the heli itself already built up, already has 4-bladed propellers attached again and everything, and then the battery itself is going to not come plugged into the helicopter. It will come off to the side, but it's part of the fuselage. It's sort of like a molded battery, which is cool, but you could just plug this in with the provided USB cord, USB-C, and that's going to charge up that battery really quick. And the battery itself has 4 lights on it, so you can tell if it's charged. If it's not charged, you just hold down that button, it lights up. You could see how much charge you have on the pack. And then you get one little baggie that's going to have your spare parts. So you get 4 extra blades, you get a tail blade, and you get a screwdriver and a couple Allen keys in case you need to do any repairs. And then the transmitter itself is all that's left in the box. And it's nice and snug in its pack, but it looks almost exactly like a PlayStation or Xbox controller. And it does have some really cool features. Again, you got that optical flow mode, you have manual mode, you do have one-touch takeoffs and landings, and you have one-touch inverted flight, which is kind of cool if you want to experiment with inverted flight, something I didn't do as it was flying around. So now as far as taking off, again, I just push both sticks down and out. That turns up the throttle, and you'll see the helicopter spool up, and all you have to do is then bring the throttle up past 50%, and she's going to take right off the ground. Then you're flying around automatically in that optical flow mode, which is really nice. It doesn't have too much tilt forward or back, so it doesn't gain too much speed. It doesn't get out of control. It has a limit on its altitude as well when it's in the optical flow mode, which I find pretty cool, being that, again, it's not GPS sensor, so it's just sensors within the helicopter that know not to go too high, which is also great. But the second you take off that mode, which I did, she can really rip. She moves around, and again, didn't feel too out of control, that I couldn't see. And what I love, and even Alex as a cameraman said it was great for him to film this heli because it is a little bigger, easier presence to see in the sky, and it just looks nicer when it's flying around. I mean, this is a great helicopter for anyone that just enjoys flying a heli and wants something not too big, not too small. It's just in that Goldilocks zone, if you will. Now, as far as landing, you could obviously just bring the helicopter down with your throttle if you want and land it, and then you just hold that throttle down. The helicopter, again, has a sensor. It'll know when it's on the ground and you're holding the throttle down. It'll automatically spool down the blades, or you can push the top right key, as I do here, and the thing just lands on its own. And it did it every time I did it, which is always nice, makes things nice and simple. So all around, just a great option. So again, if you want more information, you can always check out Wesley's videos. I'll put the links down in the description down below. But I just wanted to share my experience with this heli. When this thing came into stock real quick, went out of stock, it'll be back in stock very shortly. So hopefully if you're watching this video in the near future, you'll see it on the link. But if not, I suggest you clicking that notify me when back in stock button on the product page. Link is in the description on both the EU or .com sites, and get yourself one when they come back in stock because they move really fast. Again, it's a beautiful heli. It flies beautifully. I think a lot of you guys on the market for heli are gonna like this one, and I hope you pick one up when they do come back in stock. So that'll do it for this video here today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button on your way out the door, and we'll see you next time at Motion RC. Bye, guys.